What is up, my people? My name is Jay. Let's get right into it. Game of Thrones Season 6, Episode 6, Blood of My Blood. Let's talk about it. Let's just get right to it. So basically, this episode continues off of where the last one left with the whole door, and he's holding the door, and it's so sad and emotional and sad. And we start with Mira, and she's dragging Bran, and you see the best part about this moment, well, one of the best parts about this moment is Bran is still having flashbacks, and he's seeing bits and pieces of things, and he sees the Mad King. He sees him. He sees the Mad King, and he said, "Burn them all!" And it's just, oh, it's great to see. I don't know why it's so great, but it's great to see. So what we see is Bran being dragged by Mira through the woods. She's tired. They're on her tail. There's nothing she can do about it. And it gets to the point where she's waking Bran up. And he gets up. He opens his eyes. He's like, they're coming. And they freaking show up. And out of nowhere, a dark figure on a horse rides in and starts killing the whites. And it's incredible. And it's cool. And it's Uncle Benjen. Now, I didn't know it was him until they showed like the little... They showed like him with the mask on, and you could see his eyes, and I'm looking at the eyes, and I'm like, that's Benjen. I don't know why I recognize the eyes from season 1. I don't know, but I did, and you can, it's Benjen. Okay, great, cool. It's freaking Benjen. I'm excited about that. There's a bunch of weird things that happened after this. The fight went down. He saved their lives. They're talking, and he reveals that he's Benjen. Great. As he's talking, and call me crazy, because I might be crazy. I don't think I am, but call me crazy. He like pulls a rabbit's head off and is like squeezing the blood into a cup, right? Minutes later, he gives Bran a cup to drink from. Did Bran drink rabbit's blood? Now, maybe in the north, they do it a little differently. With me, I like a little honey in my tea. I don't really like go for rat blood or rabbit blood. It's not really a thing that I'm into. But maybe, you know what I'm saying, when you're up there, you need something warm, you go with what you go with. But let me know in the comments below, did that happen, or am I seeing things? Because I'm pretty sure it happened. Anyway, the next thing we see is Tommen talking to the High Sparrow. Look, man, the manipulation, like, Tommen is not very, like, he's just a weak-willed person. He gets manipulated by his mom, he gets manipulated by the High Sparrow, he gets manipulated by his wife. The thing about Marjorie is she's manipulating Tommen too. But the thing about her is she all of a sudden seems to be on board with this whole thing, which is weird. Considering last week she was like, we can't let them win. Don't let them break you. So now all of a sudden she's broken and she's allowing this stuff to go down. I don't buy it. You shouldn't buy it. She's a better actress than that, and this is not good acting. It's not. You're not fooling anybody. But we'll see. I don't know who's playing who or who's winning at the moment. It looks like the High Sparrow, but we'll have to see. But, like, come on, dude. Joffrey would have never let anybody manipulate him like that. Just saying. Just saying. So next we go to Horn Hill. The thing about Horn Hill, we spent too much time here, if you ask me. Don't get me wrong, I like Sam, and I understand what happened and what needed to happen and why it happened. But I felt like we spent way too much time in Horn Hill, which is, by the way, huge. Like, it's massive. Like, he's a minor lord. Why is his house so massive? It looks bigger than Winterfell. I'm just saying. It's an amazing house. God damn. For real? That being said, we learned something that we already knew, but we got to see it in action today. And that was that Randall Tarly is a massive phallus. He's a dick, is what I'm trying to say. He's a huge dick. Like, you know your son's fat, okay? Don't be surprised when he wants to eat, okay? As a fat person, I don't appreciate that. If I was Sam and he was like, you're not fat enough, are you? I'm like, fuck, no, I'm not. Now put the bread on my table. Bring the whole tray. Like, he wouldn't have done it to me. I would have stole that sword a lot sooner. I don't, like, ugh. My point is, we spent too much time there. It's not as interesting as the rest of the stuff. So, I'm happy we get to move on. We need to keep it moving. Keep it moving. Then we get to Bravos, and the funniest thing is happening. Arya obviously wasn't there for the purple wedding, or whatever you want to call it, for Joffrey's death. And I feel like she would have enjoyed it. And obviously, seeing it played out, she's the only one in the room laughing. Like, everybody else is like, oh no, he's being poisoned. And she's like, why don't you die faster? Like, she's enjoying it. And I get it, because I when he was dying in real life on the show, I was like, die faster. I was into it. She's laughing and she's enjoying herself. And you know what? You deserve this. You got to watch your dad die again and to see all this stuff, history being distorted and really like manipulated. So get this, enjoy this one bit of it. Good for you. She came to a conclusion today, and I'm happy she came to this conclusion. It was bound to happen. She realized that, look, she can't be no one. It's impossible for someone in her particular circumstances to try and be no one. She couldn't do it. She couldn't let go. She saw this woman, and the woman seemed innocent enough. She was playing Cersei, which means the fact that she couldn't kill her really means something. The woman seemed to be pretty nice, you know what I mean, and she just couldn't bring herself to do it. I don't know. I would have done it, maybe. Then again, I don't know, because, like, you can't, you have to give up everything you are to become a faceless man, and she couldn't do it. And now they're coming for her, and she's waiting. She went and got Needle, and the waif's coming, and she's going to fuck the waif up, or the waif's going to fuck her up. But we both know she's going to fuck the waif up. It's going to be great to watch, and I cannot wait. Finally, take your ass home, Arya. Not to actual Winterfell. Give it a few weeks before you go to actual Winterfell. It's a little infested right now. But after that, go home. Lord Mace Tyrell, and this hurts because we have similar last names, is the biggest vagina that I have ever seen. Like, he's the biggest pussy on earth. He's the biggest vagina. Like, look what he's wearing. Okay, I get it. You're a flower. Like, but come on. You didn't need them feathers, okay? And then he gives a speech to his men, and like, you know, when normal people give speeches, the men are like, hoo-ha! And they're just like, do you have anything to say, Jamie? Like, they don't care. He's just, he is, like, you know, like, oh, man, you just suck. God damn it, you suck. We get this moment with Jamie and the Tyrell army, which is kind of small considering there are all these people that are surrounding them. The townsfolk and everything. There's so many of them. Like, if he said the word and they decided to attack, it's over. It doesn't make any sense. But there's this moment between him and he's standing down with the High Septon, and they're looking at each other, and the High Sparrow is like, nah, we don't need to do a walk today. She's atoned enough. And I'm like, oh, you gonna kill him though, right? Let's kill everybody. And we see all the, like, the tension, and I'm like, oh, yes. God damn it. Tommen. You, like, dude, come on, bro. Like, you gotta, come on. I know, like, you grew up around a whole lot of intrigue and people playing each other against each other. You gotta see what's happening, bro. You can't, like, anytime a religious person tells you, like, I know what God said, but you don't, so you have to trust what I'm saying. No, man. No. This dude made your mama walk naked through the streets. Titties all in the air, people showing their dicks to her, throwing dirt and shit on her, and you just gonna join the group that... you're young, man. You're young. You're gonna regret this, like... I mean, okay. So he dismisses Jamie from the King's Guard and everything and sends him to the Riverlands to deal with the Blackfish, which is great. Good for them. My biggest question about the faith, though, is what's going to happen with the North? None of them worship the same gods as the people in the South. So I feel like there's going to be a problem. Like, the High Sparrow's going to have a problem with that. And if he is in control of everything, then there's going to be some sort of civil war again to force the faith on them. And I think that's going to be a big deal. I don't think anybody's really talked about that. I wonder what's going to go down. The North's been through a lot already. And now they're going to have, like, religious zealots down their throats. Coming to Keeps talking about, have you heard the great news about the 7-pointed star? And you're going to have to listen to that shit. And it's sad. So I have an interesting theory. What if they get ready for this trial by combat for Cersei, and then the High Sparrow comes out and says, due to blah 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 blah, and this religious secret in the book, we will not be having a trial by combat. What happens then? They're gonna eat Cersei as alive, and I'm kind of excited about it and not excited at the same time because like I hate them more than I hate her, which is I would have never thought would have been possible. We cut to the Riverlands and we see them. We see Lord Frey, and like, look, the whole time he's talking, like I'm just imagining knives flying at him, just like somebody just hits him with the knife and kills. He deserves to die. He's 178,000 years old. He has to go. He has to go. I'm sick of seeing his face. I've only seen his face a couple times. I didn't like the nigga in Harry Potter. Okay, so this is just hope it's Arya who kills him. I don't know how that could happen, but he gotta go. Bruh's gotta go. Like maybe Arya can kill his wife and then become his new wife, and then like on his wedding. Like I don't know, but it has to happen. He has to go. I'm sick of him. We end this episode with Dany, and she's having this moment on a horse, and like she senses something, and she goes behind a rock and comes back on the back of Drogon and calls everybody a blood riders and everything, and it's a great, like powerful like moment, and that's cool and everything. But my main question is like, you named the episode "Blood of My Blood," which is a Dothraki saying used by Dothraki, and she's the queen of the Dothraki. And you only give her like 3 minutes. What that about? Now, I know what you're going to say. Well, actually, blood of my blood kind of correlates to everything else that happened because just like Sam and his blood of his blood, and then Bran and his uncle, and that's his blood, and he literally fed him blood. And so it's a lot. And then everything is about family this episode. That's true. I get it. But it's a Dothraki saying. And you barely showed the Dothraki. I don't understand. It's clever and it's cute and that's all nice, but like, come on, don't give her 3 minutes. And I understand why, because basically they're walking, so it's not much action. But I don't know, man. It's stressful because I'm thinking about, like she mentioned how many ships you need. And you need 1,000. Weird, a guy just said a couple weeks ago that they ain't gonna make 1,000 ships, and it's just all coming together a little too smoothly. Like, I don't know, man. We'll see what happens. I think that's pretty much it for this episode. I tried something new with the setup. Let me know what you think about that. It means the videos will be a little later, but if you like them, maybe I'll stick to this. Thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for subscribing. My name is Jay, and I'm out. Deuces.